Today's Tuesday, January 22, and a lot has happened since the first devlog. I learned the fundamental basics of Unity, and I'm currently learning 2D RPG-like game development. I stubbornly decided to make my own assets, so I left Unity for a couple of weeks and took a pixel art course in Skillshare. Using Asset Sprite, I managed to do a couple of animations and stuff. It was super fun. Today I decided to implement to Unity a sprite I found in the asset store that I later modified and animated. A couple of things went weird, like the colors of the sprites and the scale was off. I managed to fix it and learned a couple of things along the way. Unfortunately, I did not balance my time correctly, so I'm a bit off in my physics and calculus courses. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to fix this. So today I had a meeting with my game dev team. It's composed by the students who made the best games of the course I talked about in the last devlog. I'm really hyped to see the games we'll be making for our students since we're now TA helpers.
Physics major.
This day was laid back. I went to my orchestra in the morning and then concluded the night by going to a hangout with them at night. I didn't go to sleep afterwards because I received a message to begin the base code for our first game project. So I ended up coding up to 8 AM with a couple of intoxicating substances in my body, which include coffee as well as others. The next couple of days I focused on implementing all the features a Frogger game should have, from moving logs and the frog alongside them to adding swimming turtles. And then usually around nighttime I start working on this bow and arrow feature in Unity. On Monday, I thought of a concept for the second game my game dev team and I will create. The next day, I added gravity to the arrows.
3 days later.
I hate this channel.
No! No!
So Friday was cool because I finally realized I can actually use math for something. And I know pro developers are like, dude, of course you idiot. But basically, I had the angle the arrow should shoot from, so I used the sine and cosine to find the vector components with velocity, and then boom! Saturday, my game dev team and I met on Discord to discuss code architecture and the game aesthetics. I then informed this to a savage composer and great friend named Emmanuel, who will craft our music. I also tried doing the overworld art and some templates to use as references when coding collisions and stuff. The tree is still there. So, the reason because of that is because the player isn't really moving. The player is just fixed in the middle of the screen. When I add a new object, these coordinates are fixed. They're fixed. So doing this, we're not moving the player.
3:28 AM.
While I move the image, move the obstacles, right? That was the idea. Well, your boy just did it, okay? So how did he do it? That's a question for another day. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna end the live stream right now.